Imagine a cold February day in 1957, the kind of day when the wind cuts through your coat and the sky hangs heavy over Philadelphia. In a patch of woods in the quiet Fox Chase neighborhood, a man checking his traps stumbles across a sight he'll never forget. A cardboard bassinet box, crumpled and out of place among the undergrowth. Inside is a little boy, no more than 4, his body bruised and battered, his hair carefully trimmed, his skin recently washed, as if someone tried, at the last moment, to erase what had been done to him. But the truth could not be washed away. The city would come to know him as the boy in the box, a haunting mystery that would persist for decades. The discovery sent a chill through the community and quickly grew into one of the most baffling homicide cases in American history. The police worked tirelessly, sharing sketches and photographs, even constructing a plaster bust to give the public every chance to recognize this child. Flyers appeared everywhere, on telephone poles, in shop windows, and across the nation's newspapers. Yet, as days turned to weeks and weeks to months, silence greeted every plea for help. No one called to say, "That's my son." No one wrote to claim him as family. It was as if Joseph Augustus Zarelli, as he would one day be known, had simply appeared and vanished as a ghost, his life a secret locked away. For years, his case haunted detectives, journalists, and ordinary citizens alike. The story took on a life of its own, becoming a dark legend whispered about in Philadelphia and beyond. How could a child go unclaimed? Who could inflict such pain and then simply disappear? The mystery only deepened with each failed attempt to identify him. Leads fizzled, suspects drifted away, and as time marched on, the boy in the box became less a person and more a symbol of tragedy, of injustice, of a world that sometimes forgets its most vulnerable. But the march of time brought something new: science. Decades after his burial, advances in forensic technology offered a glimmer of hope. DNA analysis, once a distant dream, had become a powerful tool. In the early 2000s, investigators exhumed the boy's remains, hoping to extract even a fragment of his genetic code. Initial efforts yielded only partial profiles, but hope was rekindled. Then, a revolution arrived: forensic genetic genealogy. This new science could take tiny fragments of DNA and compare them to massive public databases, searching for distant relatives who might never have known they were connected to a forgotten child in Philadelphia. Imagine a tree, its branches sprawling across continents and generations. With each new relative found, investigators could climb a little higher, getting closer to the roots, the boy's true identity. The work was painstaking. Scientists and detectives spent months poring over genetic data, mapping out family trees, reaching out to distant cousins in hopes of finding the missing link. The process required patience, precision, and a relentless belief that the answer was out there, hidden in the double helix of Joseph's DNA. Finally, in December 2022, after 65 years of searching, the breakthrough arrived. The child, once known only as the boy in the box, was identified as Joseph Augustus Zarelli, born January 13, 1953. For the first time, the photograph of a nameless victim could be paired with a story, a family, a place in history. His name was spoken aloud, carved into a new headstone at Ivy Hill Cemetery, unveiled on what would have been his 70th birthday. Family members, many unaware of Joseph's existence, gathered in somber remembrance. The silence that had shrouded his story for so long was finally broken. Joseph's identification was not just about solving a mystery, it was a testament to the power of persistence and innovation. The Philadelphia Office of Forensic Science, inspired by Joseph's case, established a forensic genetic genealogy program to tackle other cold cases. Their goal? To ensure that no unidentified victim remains forgotten, that every story is given its due ending. Already, the program has initiated tests on dozens of cases spanning from 1957 to 2022, using the same blend of traditional detective work and cutting-edge technology that brought Joseph's story to light. Yet, many questions remain. Both of Joseph's biological parents are now deceased, and the circumstances of his death are still under investigation. The case is officially an active homicide inquiry, with authorities continuing to seek information from the public. Who hurt Joseph? Who left him alone in that cardboard box? The answers may still be out there, waiting for someone to come forward, waiting for another piece of the puzzle to fall into place. What we do know is this: Joseph Augustus Zarelli was not just a victim. He was a little boy with a name, a birth date, a family, however troubled and distant. He was loved, if only now by the strangers who fought for decades to give him back his identity. His story is a reminder of the progress we've made, of the power of science and determination, and of the importance of never giving up on justice, no matter how cold the trail may seem. Today, Joseph rests beneath a headstone that bears his name. The ghost in the photo is a ghost no longer. His memory endures, not as a symbol of loss, but of hope, that even the longest mysteries can be solved, that every soul deserves to be known, and that, in the end, the truth matters. If you have any information about Joseph's case, authorities urge you to come forward. His story isn't over. With every new advance, every new voice, we get closer to not only answering the question of who took his life, but to ensuring that no child is ever left nameless again. Subscribe to Digital Verdict True Crime for more true crime videos.